felt good. And ever and anon. Oh, I shall be reading, perhaps from Volume 34, Rainy and Shiny Days. Yeah, I don't see anything to read from. I shall not be reading from Volume 34, Rainy and Shiny Days. Wrote out the rhyme scheme on the side. A, B, A, B, C, A, C, A, B, C, B, C. Dolorous moment. Put on my poetry reading voice. Languid hours lost to wasteful ennui. Seconds turn to weekends that melt away. Who are we to laze at length? Who are we? Man was meant to labor all through the day. Before the earth was fully formed and whole, past the first moment of eternity. 3 ages aged before the seas did roll and boil, and the first tree was thirsty. Time passed then as it passes now, away. The seconds, each one reckoned, that we stole, which one of us has not once thought to pray to reclaim youth-frittered time when we are old? Dolorous moment, 996. I did not write down the time of day. Oh, this might be interesting. This is notes, because I was stuck doing sound on this movie. It really got me thinking about wanting to do my own movies. And there was a script that was frustrating me then, and it's frustrating me now. It's gone on so long. And yet it's just this B-movie, film noir detective story thing. It's a total genre B-movie. September 1996, 4 years ago. Could it be? Murder My Angel. The movie now begins with Garson and the toaster with a MacGuffin. For the first time I'm thinking that. I had an ending in mind that I didn't do in my haste to finish the first manuscript by January 31st. It was that Mary would be at the station, being booked for murder as Marlowe exits. Marlowe's being blinded makes my first idea that they exchange looks as he passes ineligible. The point is that the whole time in the interrogation narration, the movie is narrated by Marlowe explaining to the cops what happened, how he ended up blinded with, 3 people dead, The whole time we've been listening to the narration, Marlowe has been lying in order to hide, 1, that Mary is guilty of murder, and 2, that Marlowe is protecting her because he's in love with her. There's probably a scene that goes before that where Marlowe, who is strongly moral for a two-bit detective, that's always been a part of his character. Mary, you killed somebody. I gotta turn you in. You're going up the river, baby. Okay. Now we see that this is Marlowe's big conflict, that the entire movie is his attempt to hide the truth to spare his love, and even though he has strong convictions against lying. And in the end, it doesn't help. Justice is served because Mary's sense of moral duty compels her to turn herself in. Let's say Marlowe was blind. Let's say that Duffy, who's the sergeant who's interrogating him, Duffy, by the end, has figured out that Marlowe has been lying because he loves Mary. Duffy figures this out. He's no chump. Okay, so Duffy escorts Marlowe out. This is at the end of the movie, but they have to pass by Mary. Marlowe has no clue until he smells her perfume. He looks for her, immediately knowing the jig is up, meaning, where are you? He takes off the blindfold. Did I mention his disfigured features are at last revealed? Ooh, man. But he can't see. His point of view out of focus and overexposed. He gropes, calling her name. Mary, Mary! Finally grabs her and pulls her into focus. So you can imagine we're seeing out through the lens, and it's out of focus. But it's focused at I'll say 8 inches from the camera. And you'll see Marlowe's hands grab her and pull her into that focus spot. As if he's pulling her right up next to his face so he can see her. I think that'd be a good shot. That'd be a good shot, I wrote. There's a hurt, wordless moment between them. And Need some actors there. That's what they do best. Marlo says, now first I wrote, why, Mary? Why? Why are you doing this? But that seemed wimpy. That seemed like saying too much. And the truth is, he knows why. So I've changed it to, his first gaze will visually ask why. When there's that stunned moment, he's asking, why, Mary? But he doesn't have to say it. He can just, and so she doesn't need to say it verbally. What he does say is, goodbye, Mary. I think I've explained away the necessity for dialogue at that point. We know why. Marlo put the seed in her mind himself before he decided to cover for her. She's led away. Marlo is escorted broken out into the rain. There's a film noir for you. Okay. You know, that might actually be a good movie. I forgot I wrote this.